You hear the words private investigator and your mind just starts racing, doesn't it? You're thinking mysteries, secrets, some lone wolf out there cracking cases nobody else can touch. But what does it really mean to be a PI today? Well, let's dive in and find out.
Because let's be honest, when we think PI, we're picturing the movies. We see that shadowy figure in a trench coat, maybe driving a cool car down a rainy street, bending the rules to get the job done. But how much of that Hollywood fantasy is actually real? It's time to separate the facts from the fiction. And here it is, the reality check. That shadowy spy from the movies? In the real world, a PI is a fact finder, plain and simple. Bending the law? Nope, not a chance. A professional PI works under a very strict set of rules. And all that illegal surveillance stuff? Real PIs use ethical and lawful methods. See, the goal isn't drama. It's just about finding the truth.
So let's look beyond that trench coat and really define what it means to be a modern professional in this field. Who is a private investigator in the 21st century?
Here's the heart of it all. A PI is a trained professional. They're not some kind of vigilante. They get hired by private clients. We're talking regular people, big law firms, major corporations, for one single purpose: lawful truth-seeking. And listen, those two words, lawful and truth, they're the whole game. A PI's entire reputation is built on them.
And the kind of work they do? It's incredibly varied. For the legal world, they're crucial for things like finding witnesses or checking if a claim is legit. For families, they can bring some peace of mind, maybe by finding a missing loved one or doing a simple background check. And for businesses, PIs are on the front lines, investigating fraud or doing the homework before a big company merger.
Now, to handle all of that, you can't just be a good observer. A PI needs a whole toolkit of different skills, and it's probably a lot more diverse than you think.
Everything starts with the fundamentals. You have to know your job inside and out. You've got to understand all the different types of cases you might run into. And most important of all, you have to live and breathe the ethical and legal rules. That's the foundation for everything.
And yeah, this is not a job where you can just wing it with the law. A PI has to understand the legal codes, like the IPC and CPC in India, to make sure every single thing they do is above board. They've got to know how to collect evidence so it can actually be used in court, and how to manage their files like a total pro.
Okay, now for the stuff that feels a little more like the movies. Yep, surveillance is part of the job, but it's all about professional techniques, whether you're on foot or in a car. And it's not about being intimidating, it's about careful observation. On top of that, you need killer interviewing skills, and you have to be a master of all the latest tech and tools of the trade.
But there's also a scientific side to all this. A modern PI needs to have a really solid handle on the basics of forensics, understanding a crime scene, the principles behind fingerprint or handwriting analysis, and, this is a huge one now, knowing how to follow the digital breadcrumbs and cyber trails we all leave online. Okay, this is the big question, right? The one that always comes up. How is a PI different from a police detective? The difference is massive, and it all boils down to two things: authority and purpose. Just listen to this, because it says it all perfectly. A private investigator seeks truth for the client. A government investigator enforces law for society. So a PI is working for one specific person or company. A police officer, they work for the state, for everyone. They're on two totally different missions.
Let's really break this down. A PI's legal power is limited. A lot of what they do depends on getting consent. The police, on the other hand, have a huge amount of authority given to them by the state. And the power to arrest someone, that is only for a government investigator. At the end of the day, a PI finds facts to support a case, while the police enforce laws to build a prosecution.
So if a PI doesn't have police powers, what keeps them in line? Well, that's where the code of ethics comes in. And trust me, these rules are absolutely non-negotiable. This is the rulebook for the entire profession.
Think of it like this. Ethics are the backbone of this whole job. Without a rock-solid ethical core, the profession would just crumble. Ethics are what make sure an investigator's work is legal, that their findings are credible, and that clients can actually trust them with really sensitive stuff. It's everything. And these principles are the PI's true north. First up, legality. Always operate within the law, and never ever pretend to be a cop. Second, confidentiality. Whatever a client tells you is sacred. Third, honesty and integrity. You report the facts, period. No making things up, no exaggerating. Fourth, objectivity.
You have to stay neutral no matter what your personal feelings are. And finally, respect for privacy. You always find the quietest, least intrusive, lawful way to get the information you need. All right, so you get the reality, you know the skills you need, you understand the ethics. What if you actually want to do this? How do you get started? Let's walk through the steps to becoming a PI, specifically in India. The first thing you've got to know is that in India, there isn't one single national PI license. It's all handled at the state level. It mostly comes down to getting verified by the local police and going through the normal business registration process.
So the path is actually pretty clear. It all starts with getting professional training to learn the ropes. Then, you decide on your business structure and get all the standard registrations. After that comes the key step. You apply for police verification or an NOC. And to seal the deal, you submit a legal document, an affidavit promising you will always operate within the law.
And just to make sure this is crystal clear, let's go over the hard lines, the things a PI absolutely cannot do. They have zero authority to arrest or detain anybody. They can't illegally tap phones or hack into someone's accounts. They can't trespass or use force. And they must never, ever impersonate a police officer or interfere with an official police investigation. Those boundaries are bright red lines.
Wow. You know, a quote like this really elevates the profession, doesn't it? It takes it way beyond the stereotypes. The PI is a bridge. In a world that's so full of doubt and murky information, they're the ones who build a path from suspicion to verified fact, from a simple allegation to real, solid evidence.
And that brings us right back to where we started. It was never about the trench coat. The real question is about integrity. It's about a deep-seated commitment to finding the truth, the right way. So after hearing what it really takes, you have to ask yourself, could that person be you?